on them. Don't get moose started on them, blah, blah, blah. There's this woman named Jody, no relation, who she's a blogger who thinks vaccines cause autism. And she decided to go.
Oh my God, that was loud.
Film herself licking various items in the grocery store because she says germs fortify your immune system and exposure to germs build defenses against asthma and allergies. And she licked things that a lot of people touch, like the freezer door in front of the White Claws, the handle of her shopping cart.
But let's play it. I got the video.
Okay, here we go.
That's really loud, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to turn that down. Let me see. Okay, hold on. I'll just turn down my volume. Let's see. Here we go. Look at her face. Shut up, you stupid bitch.
You're just out here licking things. You're just licking things.
And I'm assuming that's her son with her?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she had her son film her licking things. It was very odd.
I like how she's framing it about germs, but this is a virus. This is like germs to the 100th degree here. 1000th degree, whatever. You know?
Did you read what Shay said?
Nah.
I hope she gets mouth herpes.
That's the other thing is somebody's, you're going to get sick. You're going to get a cold or a flu or something from that. Or you're licking up somebody's boogers, Somebody just digging up their nostril and wiping their boogers on there.
Well, I also really love that she really thinks she's doing something, right? She really out here thinking that by her licking a freezer door in the supermarket that she is projecting some sense of intelligence to the world. And we're like, no, the opposite is true, Jody. No one's sitting here going, wow, that's really smart and intuitive of her to do that.
She's literally the bizarro Jody, the bizarro of my Jody. Because my Jody is the Jody's mask, don't go near anybody, social distance, all that shit, You know how there's
me too,
Mario, but
huh? And you know how there's Mario and Wario?
Yeah,
you have Jody, and this person is Pody.
Yeah, totally.
Jody.
Shay brought up a good point. Somebody didn't wash their hands after wiping their ass and touch the handle. How many times, think about how many times you see at work in a month, somebody not washing their hands when they come out of the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 3 times. So multiply that by probability wise by about 50 for a grocery store handle. Somebody has touched that handle who did not wash their hands after dumping.
Well, I also like that her caption says love over fear, but it's so by you licking things, that's you loving, it's you licking these things. That doesn't make sense. Love over fear. That's not what those don't equate like that.
How about you just not do that? And just put out a video hey, I'm not going to be an asshole and lick stuff at the grocery store, but let's have love over fear. Okay. Germs are good for you, blah, 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 blah. But instead she decides I'm going to proactively go out to the grocery store. I'm going to haul my kid with me. He's probably doing the videotaping for the most part. And I'm going to demonstrate to him and the world how much of an asshole I am. Even if there's no COVID, doing this is an asshole move. That's like crashing your car into somebody who's not wearing a seatbelt and going, see,
Well, and she also says that, she recovered her son from autism. Her son was born autistic, and now magically through the power of prayer, he is no longer autistic.
They proved a long time ago that Jenny McCarthy's a fucking idiot. And the doctor that she got her anti-vaxxing, who is essentially the father of the anti-vax movement, he's been delicensed. Mm-hmm. And he's, his claims are not backed by any kind of science at all.
Yeah. she said the baby got 9 shots. She left in tears. Then they lost him, and then we got him back. Like, what?
Okay,
So
well,
bottom
good.
line
I'm happy for you, but how do you know that wasn't because you got him on a healthy diet or cut out something, or it's just, this is like, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody went to that grocery store, got COVID after she did that, and was like, I'm suing you. Like, this is like back in the day, when you knowingly had AIDS and you didn't use protection during sex. There were stories of like people getting convicted of manslaughter for doing that. I don't know. Look, Darwin is mighty strong these days. So, and
Lynn
karma's a
said she
bitch.
essentially licked a bunch of guys' junk, her type of orgy. Yeah.
Yeah. For real.
And then Shay said, is she friends with that coughing bitch? That lady got fired from her job, and it's hilarious.
And you know what? I'm glad that came up too, because I thought about her. I saw a couple stories of how these the anti-vax or anti-mask people, there's as we see every day, a bunch of them are getting COVID and being like, oh my God, go get vaccinated, wear your mask. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And I pictured sometime in the near future, we're going to see a follow-up story about that coughing bitch. She's going to be in the hospital and she's going to have COVID.
Yeah, probably.
And she's going to be like, I regret everything.
We can only hope. And then Moose will play a sad cello song for her.
Yes, it'll go something like this. I need to clear my throat before I cello.
Right.
You can't really hear it too good because the microphone is set to disregard certain sound. I am a coughing bitch. Okay, that's enough of that.
I thought it was beautiful.
It sounded better when I wasn't doing it here.
Sure.
Oh.
Lynn said he looked at her LinkedIn update, and this lady is apparently going to try and become a lawyer that goes after online harassment.
Well, you're harassing. She's harassing, right?
Well, by her like tampering with now she didn't lick any food, but if she did, then that's a federal offense because you're tampering with food.
I don't know if what the statutes would be, but there's got to be something about, licking stuff, even if it's not food, in a public place, especially when you're doing it. What's the word I'm looking for? Brazenly / intentionally. Yeah. Premeditated.
Yeah.
You're going in, you can make the argument, lawyerly, that she went in there to cause trouble.
Mm-hmm.
She could have made her point without doing that.
Yep.
Oh, he was talking about the coughing lady.
Oh, sure. Not the knob licker. The knob licker. So anyway, that's your stupid news. It's very stupid and full of spit, I guess.
Yeah. Unknown. Unbelievable.
Jeez, that's stupid.
Fucking right, Jeff. Stupid news every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30 Central Time. Where I was blown away by this story about Michael Jordan.
Okay, I'm ready.
Michael Jordan, who we all know, greatest player, one of the greatest, arguably, in NBA history. Probably one of the richest sports figures out there. He's got a production company. He was owner of a basketball team, might still be. He's got enough money to gamble away and lose and not feel it one bit. So,
yes, Michael Jordan.
Worth probably, look up his worth, probably a couple billion.
I don't think a billion.
Yeah, because some other newer sports star, I want to say LeBron, just hit $1 billion value.
He is worth 1.6 billion.
Okay. But anyway.
I text my lawyer boss and asked if a person licks things in a grocery store and records it, is that a criminal action? And he said, absolutely. She's gonna get charged with a criminal offense.
and they should charge her goddamn son too.
Yeah, but if it's your kid, you're not gonna get charged with that. Especially
now
they could say that she used a child to help her commit a criminal action. which then would get her in more trouble, especially because it's your kid and they're just going along with what you do because you're their parent.